I hope you're reading those. We dust those.
Yeah, we dust those little things, huh? Yeah, so you guys, we're the janitors here at the Chicago Museum in Chicago.
This is Luz.
Luz is Jan.
Thanks.
And we're from Chicago, born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised here in Chicago.
Born and raised, no other thing there is no.
Where are you?
131st and Pulaski.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell a little bit about yourself?
Addison the Expressway.
Addison the Expressway.
Actually, well, no, it was literally under the Expressway. After my dad lost his job down at the Ford plant on the south side, we just had to pack up the station wagon and moved under there, parked with the salt trucks where they kept them during the winter. But, you know.
I lived in a real home.
So there's that.
Yeah, there's that. You know, people that come to this museum and they say like, oh, you guys know some real deal information.
You get the real dirt. You
yeah,
really
you get the real dirt. We do, you know. Just today, a gentleman asked me, one of the most frequently asked questions.
Most frequently asked
The FAQs is what they call them out there.
FAQs.
Now, I don't know if you guys knew that. We know that because we're on the inside. That's the inside bit. That's the inside bit there.
It's inside.
So anyway, this guy says to me, sir, is it true that there are underground tunnels in Chicago that were used in Prohibition to get liquor to places secretly? No, the speculation is that yes, that is true. And I can tell you, verifiably, that there is, because one time I went to the Green Mill.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, my uncle's brother's half-mothers.
Half-mother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stepmom.
Ah, gotcha. Half-parent parent coming in.
Exactly. Her other college roommate's aunt used to waitress there.
Oh, Bethany.
Yeah, you remember that. You remember that.
She was a waitress at the Green Mill, and she's the one that showed me, actually.
Did you?
Oh, you gotta lift this, you gotta lift it. I went under there. I got up. I swear to God, I thought I was in China.
You got out and told us, yeah, you thought you were in China.
I thought I was in China. I called him.
She called me. She was at the Cermak red light stop.
Oh, the Cermak.
In Chinatown. She was so confused. And she has a real hard time reading street signs.
I just think they're cave drawings.
You read books are real good, but when it comes to street signs, she's
The words are too big. The words are too big. They look like pictures.
Yeah, so I had to go down there and pick her up. But no, Capone. Al Capone.
Al Capone.
You might have heard of him. He had all these tunnel systems set up under the buildings and stuff to go from place to place so he couldn't get squeezed by the cops.
You know, he did it himself.
He did it himself.
You know, another thing that was asked to me the other day.
No, the FAQ?
No, the FAQ number 2. This guy was asking me, what's a flag mean? This flag looks like the Israeli flag, but it's not.
Ah, yeah, sure.
And I was like, oh,
What's a Chicago flag mean?
Lucky you know that we know what it is.
Luckily, you ran into two regulars, two homebodies, if you will. And so we told them. A lot of people, they don't know what the Chicago flag stands for. The two blue stripes.
1, 2.
Two branches of the Chicago River.
The river goes 2 ways.
2 ways, we did that.
Yeah.
Well, not us, but like...
Oh, like nature.
Chicagoans, they reverse the flow.
Yeah.
Now, star number 1.
Star number 1. You know what that is? You got it.
Fort Dearborn.
Fort Dearborn.
Fort Dearborn.
Yeah.
First settlement here. Star number 2.
We got the World's Fair Exposition.
World's Fair. No big deal. We just did the World's Fair.
No big city white NBD. Yeah. Well, number 3. You got number 3?
Number 3. That was the Columbian Exposition. The Columbian Exposition was the White City, World's Fair, Century Park.
Hey, whatevs.
Hey. She helps a lot of blue.
It's cheap. Inside joke.
Now the 4-star that's the one I always trip up on.
That's the one that's in speculation.
Well, in speculation, I just always said it was a Bears Super Bowl.
That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. But what I believe is the real deal, the government doesn't want you to know that the 4th star, the flag, actually represents Al Capone himself.
Just now, but he got his own. He got one of the 4 stars. He beat out everything and everybody else.
Because he said to them, if you don't give me a star on that flag, you don't add it, I'm going to gun you down.
From the grave. He'll use the bean because the bean is actually...
The bean's a portal to the
It's
grave.
a portal. He built that. He had contractors build that bean. And so he would come back and like, I'll gun you down. That 4-star.
That's
Chicago Fire, not so, it's Brett.
Oh, yeah. So, you guys is running into us, we got time for a question.
Who's got a question?
Anyone want to raise your
Chicago
hand?
Dirt.
Chicago history.
Let's just dig
Raise your
in.
hand, don't be shy, us, we're not going to bite you.
You ask questions all the time. What do you gotta know? Just one, just
Yeah,
dirt.
you guys.
Is it true that the cold weather in Chicago gives Chicagoans thicker skin than other people?
Oh, you want to test that out? You want to test this out right here? You want to test that out right here?
Asking about the thick skins. You were from out of town, I assume.
Obviously.
Probably from Detroit or Schaumburg. You look foreign.
Maybe Lombard. Maybe Lombard.
So here's the thing. Yeah, you're walking around, you're like, oh, all these Chicagoans really look thick like they're corn-fed, right? The cold weather here is very cold, and you have to brace yourself, and there is no getting around that.
No, it's not.
But back in the day, around the 1930s, early 30s there was this gangster who spread this rumor about the thick skin because he would get shot at and the bullets wouldn't go through him.
Yeah, just bounce around.
Off of his skin, and he'd be like, "Oh, I got thick skin."
He had this invincible, like, higher being kind of quality that he just like, my skin is thick. Chicago.
But it was just him. Do you know who that man was?
Al Capone.
Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly. However, Machine Gun Kelly was finally gunned down by Al Capone.